Hey there everyone, it's Joe and
Michael
from Bullion Now, bullionnow.com.au, selling you the best bullion bars and coins shipped to you worldwide from Melbourne in Australia. Michael, do you reckon we'd call this a product review or a showcase?
It's a product review with a bit of an interview mixed into it.
Okay, and who's this gentleman on the right-hand side
this
here?
handsome young man next to me is a gentleman called Mark, which a lot of you will probably recognise, particularly the person behind the camera.
Particularly because I'm now in a room with my former boss and my new boss right here. Mark and I worked together in a previous bullion dealer who also exists in this building. But of course, we'll leave it at that. Now, we are showcasing the
Intrinsic tender. So this is one of Mark's brands.
Correct.
So we're going to let Mark give us a bit of a burst on it and a bit of background.
Absolutely, the Intrinsic tender brand, of which a lot of you will remember the Intrinsic tender brand from a number of years ago. It's been around for a while. But we'll give a bit of background for the newbies who have maybe, in the last couple of years just gotten into silver and gold investing.
All right, so the very first Intrinsic tender coin was the 2011 silverstackers.com 1 ounce silver coin.
Yep.
It was the very first coin in the world to use the XAG currency determination on it. So it actually, XAG is the ISO currency code for 1 ounce of fine silver. So it's like US dollar, USD, Great British Pound, GBP.
So that's right. It's on the actual universal currency code list, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it's an ISO, International Standards Organization standard.
Yep.
So this was the very first. The silver stackers ounce was the very first coin to actually have that on it.
Yep.
And we also did a range of XAU.
For gold.
Some gold coins and some gold bars.
Yep.
That happened there.
Very cool.
That was 2011.
What was the impetus for using the whole XAG, XAU currency code thing? Why is it called intrinsic tender in the first place?
So the difference between legal tender and intrinsic tender, the tender bit means to give over, to pass across or receive for. You tender your money in return for goods and services, and its value comes from its legal status, so therefore it's legal tender. You have to accept it because the law says. In this case, you accept it because it's silver. You accept it because of what it's made of. Intrinsic means from within. So you accepting it, it's tenderable because of what it's made of. So its value comes from itself, not from some government.
Sure.
Which appeals to a lot of stackers.
So this 1 ounce silver round is not worth $1 US, $1 Australian dollar. It's not worth $30 or whatever we would be charging for, 30, whatever be charging on the website, because all this round and this bar will be available for sale on the website at bullionnow.com.au. It's literally worth 1 XAG.
That's right.
Yep. Great.
So sort of the whole basis of that was to try and get stuff made in Australia, which was very, very hard in 2011, 2012.
Oh yeah.
So demand for the products was really, really high, but people would buy one or two because they're cool, but they wouldn't buy a monster box. So we looked to the US and to the UK to produce monster box quantities, and we sold tens of thousands of these things. But you would have seen them as buffaloes and bulldogs. So they have this design on one side, possibly a mirror finish, and it would have a bulldog or a buffalo on the other. And the reason we did that was we wanted to make it clear to anybody buying the coins where they were made.
Right.
We wanted them to know that if you're buying an Australian coin, it was obvious because it had a sheep's head on it. If you were buying an American coin, it had a buffalo on it, and the bulldog was obviously from Britain.
Cool.
Because we were concerned that there were some manufacturers in Australia making or pretending to make coins in Australia when in fact they were made overseas. So putting Australian brands on things or alluding to it. We didn't want part of that.
Sure.
So
where did you get your designs from?
We pinched them from the Royal Australian Mint.
For the RAM?
Yeah. And
what about the bulldog?
With permission though.
Okay, well, I think the RAM, we actually got permission from the director of the Royal Australian Mint to do so, and there's different rules around sculptures. And the question about the bulldog was actually created by my uncle, who is a sculptor for Madame Tussauds in England. So he's one of the world's greats. and I was chuffed that he would do a design of a bulldog in relief, and then we got it 3D scanned, and Baird in the UK put that on a coin for
Baird
us.
& Co. So Baird & Co. in the UK produced the 1XAG / Bulldog round.
That's right.
Very
and,
cool.
And the US manufacturers, we got Sunshine Mint to do it directly for us.
Yep.
And we also got
For the Buffalo, with the 1XAG Buffalo round,
and
yep.
Scottsdale Silver did XAG buffaloes for us as well as a 10-ounce XAG stacker bar.
Yes.
And we also got Golden State Mint produced 1 ounce rounds for us, as well as a 1/10 gold Indian head coin.
That's right, yes, with 1XAU on the back.
Yeah,
because XAU for gold, yeah.
Only 500 of those made, and they're well sought after now.
Yes.
Yes.
I was there. I was there in the other store, working for the other store, when that delivery came in of those 500, and to be honest, it took them a while to sell at that time, but now good luck trying to get them.
Kind of things quite often do.
Yeah.
They're a slow starter, but once they get going, they develop a cult following, which effectively these have.
Give us an example of that one, if you don't mind, because I know the story.
Our relationship is actually based on a transaction that I lost. On one of the early Silver Stackers meetings, when we'd done the first runs of the sheep's head design from a shilling, we weren't happy with them, so we sold them at Silver Stackers meet for cost.
Well, because you only made how many?
Well, we did 25 of one design, which was a mirror frosted ram, and 11 of a mirror ram.
Yep.
And we weren't happy with the striking, so we decided to not do the mirror ram variety.
So basically,
frosted.
At a Silver Stackers meeting, we had these. We don't like the quality as much as we should, and so we're just going to give them away at cost to you Silver Stackers guys and girls.
So I ended up paying about $35 to $40 for this ram's head coin, which I quite liked because I'm ex-sheep beef farmer. Is what I grew up on. Yeah, and it looks great. And the thing I'm slightly embarrassed about is not the fact that Mark feels I ripped him off, but the gentleman sitting next to me at the time was saying, should I buy some of those ram's head ones? And I went, nah, they're just don't worry about them. If you want to get something worthwhile, buy those Perth Mint Kookaburras. They're a really good price, great investment. These are just a kind of, one of those
fun
things.
thing, yeah.
Just, if you want to get one just for the fun of it, do it. But
Sure.
And so he went off dutifully and bought the Kookaburras, and I secured some of these mirror finish rams.
and in the aftermarket in the next few years and whatnot, how much have they gotten worth?
Well, I sold one back to Mark for
Four figures, $1,000.
$1,000, yes. I bought it off him for about $35.40 and sold it back to him 12 months later to the day for $1,000. But even that wasn't a bad deal because they've been selling for what?
Oh, 1,600 plus. Yeah.
Yep. Now that's obviously because we will get to showing you these particular coins that are going to be for sale on our website bullionnow.com.au. We're not saying that means the coins that we're selling now on the website are going to be worth that kind of amount, but it's an interesting story of the cult. Well, the real cult kind of following that Intrinsic Tender brand has developed since 2011, and because of its quality, the family community nature of how it came out as well. So that's why we wanted Mark on today, because we're showcasing the new Intrinsic Tender stuff. So let's talk about these.
So these are the key component is we're now Australian made. These are going back. We saw that it's really hard to get silver at the moment.
Yeah.
So we wanted to quickly get into production in Australia.
Yep.
We contacted two different manufacturers here in Victoria. One manufacturer, SBA. We took out the old die.
Well, they were the original
That's
manufacturer.
The original 2011 die.
Yeah.
And we started restriking them again because that was the quickest way to do it.
Yep.
And we've created a whole new die because all the Intrinsic Tender bars were made in the UK, so it was a bit hard to get the die across. So shout out to Brady for doing the design for this die. We got it cut and made in Dandenong and ready to run in a week.
Wow.
So this is the very first one off the press.
Cool.
We'll be doing some more over the weekend to to get a few thousand available in the first round.
I'll take that one, thank you. Cool. Well, let's focus on this silver round, because what's on the other side is interesting. It's not a bulldog, it's not a buffalo, it's not a ram's head. Let's do the reveal.
We had a problem in that we didn't want to use those old dies because obviously people have paid a lot of money for a ram's head, and if we do another ram's head, they're going to be pissed.
Absolutely.
So it's still up in the air. So this is pretty much blank.
It is blank.
And it represents the fact that here's a call out to any budding artists, designers, or you can do it digitally or do it on the coin. Come up with something that could go on the next official reverse of the Australian-made 1 ounce XAG coin.
Absolutely.
/round.
Yes, /round. But here's the great thing. It's great for gifts. And you could just literally, buy this now, go to your local, shoe repair person / engraver and get something engraved. Happy birthday, Steve, whatever you want. So you can do it that way. So perfect for gifts. And again, this round will be available for sale on the bullionnow.com website as soon as you're seeing this video. Of course, while stocks last. But what a great opportunity. So you can buy it. It's quote unquote blank, if you want to call it that.
The XAG blank.
Yeah. And the thing is, I guess there may be some artists out there. I mean, can people do their own designs on the coins? Have you thought about that?
You can enamel paint on them. You can get them etched in with an etching machine. You can just do a digital design, send it in on Photoshop.
Sure.
And
would you say are you saying or putting a call out for designs for the next one?
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Ideally, if people are looking to do designs, if it's an Australian theme, it'll more likely appear on an Australian coin. But we are looking, when things fire up, to bring more in from overseas, and we're looking for some US designs and some
very cool
British relevant designs for those as well. Or you can just come up with your own crazy idea.
Cool. So, hey, again, if you could buy this, again, put whatever you want on the back, great for gifts. So that says SBA, Silver Bullion Australia right there. And of course, 1 troy ounce 999 fine silver. But I guess we can call almost like a competition as such. If you want to do your own design, send us a copy of it. And you never know your actual design. You choose whatever. It could be the next design of the Intrinsic tender round. Michael.
Who do you want them to send the design to?
Yeah.
Send them care of Bullion Now, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can send them sales@bullionnow.com.au. You can send them through there, and we'll forward them through to Mark from there.
Fantastic. Now let's have a look at the bar. Who wants to do the holding and the showcasing of the bar? Do you want to do that, Michael?
Happy to do that. I'm not using gloves. I have permission to
Do we have permission from the manufacturer to not use gloves?
You must not use gloves.
Okay, perfect.
These don't come in capsules. We're keeping our prices down. These are silver.
Yep. Cool. Now, for those who remember the previous XAG bars, they were shorter and stubbier.
Most of them.
Yep.
There was a couple of different sizes, but they were all smaller than this one.
Yeah, smaller and thicker. Plus, as you said before, they were all made overseas. And this is the new one made in Australia. And if we can just put that up against the other one, just to show you the size. The cool thing is it's much more like your traditional silver bar kind of size. Like, if you were buying something from the Perth Mint in a silver bar, or from, the Sunshine Mint, or those kind of generic silver bars, it's that kind of dimension, those kind of dimensions. Yeah. And so they'll be available for sale on the website, I presume, if you're seeing this video right now.
We've secured a supply of both from our friendly manufacturer.
Lovely.
So they will both appear on our website.
Fantastic. And because they're Australian made and we know the manufacturer very, very well, they'll also be at very good premiums too.
Very good.
Yeah. Of course, taking into account, what's going on with, wherever we are in the market at the time, whenever you're watching this video. So, is there anything else we need to add? Anything else you wanted to add?
That's it.
That's it from us as well.
Okay, fantastic. I have a separate question about that T-shirt, but I think we might make a separate video about it. Are you willing to do an interview, just like a one-on-one interview, maybe later on?
Let's do it.
Good, excellent, good. Because there's an important question about that one, but that's for another time. Look, we'll leave it at that. Of course, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and get to the website bullionnow.com.au, because these intrinsic tender blank rounds, if we call them that, we'll see what we title the product page, and the intrinsic tender 1 ounce silver bar are available for sale. bullionnow.com.au, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, thank you very much, Mark.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
Thank you to the old boss, thank you to the new boss for being here today. And that's it from me.
And from me too.
We'll see you soon.
See ya.
Right.